Myself, Anbu Shamani, Assistant Professor in ECE from Maraframe College of Engineering and Technology. In this video, I am going to explain about electrodes and its types, particularly surface electrodes and its types. This topic comes under the course Basics of Biomedical Instrumentation and the course code is OMD 551. Now, before entering into this course video, let me introduce what is electrodes. Normally, electrodes are used to pick up the electrical signals of body. Our body will generate certain small ionic potential, and this potential can be picked using a device which we call it as electrodes. This electrodes serves as a transducer to convert ionic current into electronic current. Now, the device that convert this ionic potential into electronic potential are called as electrodes. Here, these electrodes are used to measure the potential from ECG, EEG, EMG, etc. Then, next, need for this electrode. Why we need an electrode? To measure and record potential, it is necessary to provide an interface between body and electronic measuring equipment. Normally, in our body, the ionic potential which is generated is very low in range. So, to measure such potential, we need electrodes. So, biopotential electrodes provides the interface between them. Now, electrolyte interface is used to examine the electric current from body to an electrode. Electrolyte interface is nothing but the fluid which is present in our body. Now, electrode and electrolyte interface. How an electrode receives the ionic voltage from our body. That is, when an electrode is placed, the electric current from the body is moved to the electric current from the body to the electrode can be understood by electrode-electrolyte interface. That is, electrolyte consists of fluids which contains ions. That is, fluid containing ions are called electrolyte. Fluid contains cations, anions, etc. Now, when an electrode is placed near the surface of the skin, net current crosses the interface, passes through the electrolyte, which consists of electrons, cations, anions, etc. Now, when an electrode is placed and a current is given to an electrode, the cation moves in the same direction of current, but the anions move opposite direction of the current. There is no free electrons in electrolyte and no cations or anions in the electrode. Now, charge transfer occurs at the interface region. The above said concept can be clearly explained with this diagram. Let us see. In this diagram, current I flows in x direction. When an current is given to an electrode, automatically the electrons which is present in the ionic solution, it is moved opposite direction. That is, the electron will move towards the electrode and the cations will move along with the current direction. Now, the current crosses it from left to right. The voltage, there is a voltage. When the current crosses from left to right, there is a voltage, a small voltage developed at an electrode-electrolyte interface, which we call it as half cell potential. Now, moving on to types of electrodes. There are many types of electrodes. Among that, I have given 5 types: surface electrode, needle electrode, microelectrode, depth electrode, and chemical electrode. Now, in this video lecture, we are going to concentrate on surface electrode. surface electrode. Surface electrodes are used to measure the potential available from surface of the skin. It is used to sense the potential from heart, brain and nerves. Now, surface electrodes are classified based on two categories, that is, one is based on area and another one is based on construction. Now, based on area, surface electrode is divided into two. One is larger area electrode, which is used in measuring ECG potential, and second one is smaller area electrode, which is used in measuring EEG, EMG potential. Then based on construction, surface electrodes are divided into four: metal plate electrodes, suction cup electrode, floating electrode and flexible electrodes. Now we are going to study all these four surface electrodes in details. First, let us discuss about metal plate electrodes. The above diagram shows the metal plate electrode. So here in this metal plate electrode, there is a contact surface which is made up of metallic conductor which came in contact with the skin. And here in this metal plate electrode, there is a LED wire terminal and a rubber belt support for fixing it in the body surface. Now, an electrolyte gel is applied in this surface where we have to place this metal electrode, and after applying the electrolyte gel, this metal plate electrode is fixed and it is supported by rubber belt. And this metal plate electrode is made up of German silver. And the next type is suction cup electrode. So, in this suction cup electrode, we doesn't have straps or adhesives for holding it in this place. And this suction cup electrode is used in ECG. It consists of a hollow metallic cylinder which is the electrode, and this electrode is attached with a lead wire terminal where the wires are connected. And at the other end of this hollow metallic cylinder, there is a rubber bulb, suction bulb, which is used to fix this electrode in the skin. That is, when the rubber bulb is squeezed, it is squeezed and it is placed in the skin surface and then it is released. Now, the electrode is fixed in the skin surface. It doesn't move once it is fixed. And here it has a disadvantage that while fixing this electrode, it will cause irritation to the skin. And mainly it is used in ECG for chest examinations. The next type of electrode is floating electrode. Now here floating electrode, it consists of a metal disc attached to an insulating package that makes in contact with the skin. That is, it looks like a top hat, that is figure A shows the hat floating electrode and the figure B shows the metallic, that is cross-sectional view of that hat electrode. Here in the cross-sectional view there is a metal disc, and this metal disc is placed in an insulating package. This insulating package is filled with an electrolyte gel and it is made in contact to the skin. So once the current flows, the electrolyte gel come in contact with the metal disc and here the current passage and the ionic voltage is measured. Here this gel doesn't move with respect to metallic disc, so it doesn't produce any disturbance or double layer charge. And the last step is flexible electrode. So this flexible electrode is mainly used in monitoring premature infants. Why? That is, we all know that our body surface is irregular in shape. If we want to fix an electrode surface, we can't able to correctly fix it while in movement. For infants and premature babies, the baby will move and the electrodes will also, if we use other types of electrode, it will also move and all every readings will be changed. To avoid that, here we are using this flex. Types of flexible electrodes are woven, stretchable, nylon fabric impregnated with silver particles. Lead wire bonding is achieved by use of epoxy gel pads used for short-term monitoring. Here, electrodes components in the form of strip or disc used as active element. Carbon particles make it as an electric conductor. A pin connector is pushed into the lead connector hole used in same way similar type of metal plate electrode. And it is very thin, mainly it is used in the application of monitoring premature babies. So in this video we have studied about electrodes and need of these electrodes, electrode-electrolyte interface, types of electrode, particularly types of surface electrode. I hope you all understood, and thank you.